Hey gang, this is Andy over at the Facebook Live TV show. It is, what time is it? 5:30. No, 6:30. That's the time I set this up. 6:30. You'd think I know what time it is since I started it on time. It's 6:30 here in Brea, California, Pacific Standard Time. And we're going to be talking a little bit about Webinar Jam. And one of our friends in the Webinar Jam community, Nina Simmons, was asked a question about setting things up in Facebook and that kind of stuff, and just wanted to see the process. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. And I thought it would be a good topic for all of us here on the Facebook Live TV show who are interested in doing Facebook Live TV shows. And this is just one more tool. You know, funny enough, I got contacted by Blue Jeans earlier this morning, and they want to have a meeting tomorrow for me to give me some thoughts on their Facebook platform and the platform that they're currently running, and things that, you know, I guess what I think about it, what, you know, the reasons I got in it and what I'm looking forward to. So it's very interesting what's happening right now in the Facebook world, especially the live streaming world. It's getting to be very, very interesting. But first, I want to tell you our sponsor, 22 Social. 22 Social is a fantastic platform. They just had a live cast to its members not too long ago, and I'm pretty sure they didn't say that this is a secret, but and they don't like the name MessageBot. But MessageBot is going to be part of 22 Social. They're working on it currently. They're just finishing up some of the fine tuning, and it'll be easier to connect. And the features will include SRM features that they have in their 22 Social app, along with their other stuff. And if somebody opts in, say on a sweepstakes, what my belief is that if they opt in a sweepstakes, they'll automatically be included in a message bot, auto bot for your messenger. And so I'm telling you, get in now. If they do much more over there, that's fantastic. I can't see why they keep it at the price they do. It's really low price. If you're not using 22 Social as an app for your Facebook pages, you're crazy. I don't care what business you're in. I don't care if you're a ditch digger. If you're on Facebook and any of your potential customers on Facebook, you got to have 22 Social, and that is just not simply commercial. I'm telling you, and they're great guys, and they give you great training. All right, the other thing I want to tell you, and I've been telling everybody this on all of my broadcasts, and that is about this great book that I got, .com Secrets. It's written by Russell Brunson, the creator of ClickFunnels. He also has another book which I don't have handy. It's another secrets book. Shoot, where is it? I should know the title by heart. I've been talking about it. Anyway, it's fantastic. This is fantastic. You get this for free. I'm going to put the link in the chat also. This is for the, wrong Beely Bob. So I'm going to get you this link here. This is a bit.ly link. The other link is actually fairly long. Here you go. Pop it right in here. The book is free, and all you have to do is pay for shipping and handling. And you get a bunch of other stuff. You'll end up getting this book or this box, and has a bunch of other goodies in there. Sorry, I keep holding it away. A bunch of other goodies. This comes in there. It's fantastic. This book is fantastic. I'm on my second read. I'm beginning to read the other book. I'm going to probably read that more than once myself. It is fantastic. It is about how do you reach your customers, how to know where you need to fish for your customers, what kind of bait you need to catch your clients, and it is a fantastic book. It's free. And it's fantastic. I mean, you would think that you would pay a lot of money for a book that would give you that much information. All right, so we're going to go into this right now. We're going to go into Webinar Jam, and we're going to set up a Facebook Live. That's what we're going to do today. Just set up a Facebook Live using Webinar Jam. And so the process is fairly easy. But there are a few things you need to know to make sure and do it right. Okay, so the first thing I would suggest before you even go into your Webinar Jam and schedule your webinar on Facebook Live is that you have Facebook open if you're connecting for the very first time. If you're connecting your Webinar Jam to your Facebook account for the very first time, have Facebook open up in a tab. I'm not sure if it says it anywhere in any of the stuff that I read, but I know that any other time I have to connect to my Facebook, it needs to be open in my browser. For the software or the app to connect, because it needs to be referencing something. All right, so have Facebook, your Facebook page, your Facebook, your personal Facebook. It doesn't matter. Have Facebook open. You're logged in. You are on Facebook on one of your tabs on the browser you're using for Webinar Jam. All right, so you want to make sure that's open first. All right, so I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to send up here to the broadcast and make myself tiny. So this, after you log in, this is your webinars. All right, you won't see this on the beginning. You'll see something like this. Maybe it's quick start. Yeah. No. Yeah, you'll see this when you log in. So if you're logging into Webinar Jam for the first time, you're going to see this. You play that video, it'll talk to you a little bit about Webinar Jam and how easy it is to connect, that kind of stuff. And then you have, if it's your first time, if you go to My Webinars, you will have 0 in there. There'll be nothing listed in there. So when I log into mine, you can see that's what I have, and these are the ones I've already run on the new system. All right, and so. That'll be blank for you. You'll have nothing in there. And then what you're going to do is set up a new webinar. All right, you have two selections here, to choose from. And as you're joining, I can see people are joining. This did Create a Launch It Profit Facebook Live. And when I got off of that webinar that I was doing there, or that Facebook Live I was doing, there were almost 40 people on that broadcast live, and not one of you told me who you are, where you're from, what your question is, what you're interested in knowing. Nothing. I'm really starting to get offended. If you're watching this, the least you can do is put your name in there and say hi and tell me where you're watching from. If you're in one of the other Facebook pages that I am syndicating in, which by using LiveLeap I can do that, so I'm on about 6 or 7 other pages. If you want to comment so that I can see it, you need to go to the top where it says Facebook Live or FB Live TV show. You click on that, and that will redirect you into, hey, there you go, John. See, I knew somebody. I can count on John. I can always count on John. All right, so we'll go back to this, what I'm talking about here. All right, so you have express configuration and full configuration. To go on Facebook Live using Webinar Jam, you cannot use the express configuration. It will not give you a setup for Facebook Live, all right? So if you're going to express configuration to go live on Facebook, you cannot. It will not work. Do not do that. You'll keep doing it, and then you'll send a ticket to support and say, I can't get on Facebook. I don't know why. Well, because you can't do it there. All right. And it seems like you should, because a lot of the tools that are available in Webinar Jam, when you use the other platforms, you can do all kinds of stuff. They're all available to you, but they're not available in full configuration. All right. So let's go to full configuration. You click on full configuration, and I'm going to put on my glasses over here because it's on my other screen, and it's a little bit of a it's a little bit darker, and it's an older monitor, so that monitor is a little bit darker, so I need my bifocals. They're not even bifocals. That's just what I called glasses when I was a kid. All right, so you can see this opens up basic configuration. Okay, in the basic configuration, what you're going to do is click on that pencil. Now, webinar name. Now, I'm leaving the little helper things come up so that I can read them to you. I turned them back on so that you can see them. But in this first webinar name, it's for your eyes only, not seen by the public. Make it unique so you can recognize it from your other webinars. You may read more on this topic in an article. So what you want to do is you want to name this something that's unique enough that you can find it, or if you have an issue when you're calling support, they can find it. So just don't name them all the same thing. So if it's for, let's say, Falco Canine Academy, my dog training Facebook page, you don't want to name them all Falco Canine Academy, right? Because then you're going to say, well, it's the 3rd Falco Canine Academy down on the list or something like that. You don't want that. Give it a unique name. You can name it, you can give it numbers, right? If you have a numbering system, Webinar Jam on Facebook, number 001. 002, 003, just make sure it's unique. Nobody's going to see it except for you. All right, so I'm going to call this one, I'm going to build this Facebook Live and schedule it for tomorrow for Falco Canine Academy. All right, so we're going to call this one, what training technique is best for my dog? All right, so that's what I'm going to call this. And that's what I'm going to name it for the name that people can't see. That is kind of annoying that those things are popping up when I'm trying to explain myself. And actually, let me make this bigger so that you guys can see it just a little bit better. All right, so that's the unique name I'm going to give it, and the webinar title, I'm just going to give it the same name. All right, so there it is. Sorry about that. Sorry about those things popping up, but I just want to leave them up so you can see them and we can read them. This is public, so the webinar title. So you got your webinar name, which is not public. Webinar title is public. That's what's going to go at the top of your Facebook title. This is public. Make it count. We've included the best converting headlines, examples, and templates for you to use. So there's an article that you can have there. All right. So of course you want to use things that will, if people are doing searches, or if it's about a dog, make sure dog is in there in the title somewhere. Really, really important. Okay. Webinar description. Increase conversions with a rock solid call to action. Describe the webinar premise in a way that'll be fighting to consume your content. All right. So I created my title here. I'm going to copy and paste it. And Put it right down here, paste. All right. And so mine says this is by far one of the most confusing and misunderstood issues for dog owners. Understood issue for dog owners. The wrong selection could actually make your dog misbehave more and sometimes cause them to become more aggressive. All right. And then English, if you're speaking English. And yes, if you want to listen on demand section. So Webinar Jam has given us a place where it will show what webinars are occurring for the day. Yes, list it. Once you have 10 unique registrations, your webinar will appear in the marketplace for greater exposure. Opting into on-demand automatically makes you eligible for selection to our new webinar spotlight program. Note, while your opt-in does make you eligible for selection to the spotlight, not every webinar in the on-demand marketplace will be selected for it. All right, so it's just a great place to be for more exposure. So I'm going to list mine. All right, and add an image that is less than 1 megabyte in its display. So let's see. Let me see what I'm trying to think what I should put in there. So this is a Falco Canine Academy one. You know what? Actually, let me just put my picture. I'm going to put one of my profile pictures. Let's do this. I'm not sure if that'll fit. I think it wants more of a 284. No, didn't like that one. I had a feeling. Let's see. It doesn't tell you which one. So I wonder what was wrong with that one, because that was a JPEG, I think. Yep, that was a JPEG. Maybe not. Let's try this one. This is a JPEG. Let's see what it says about this one. There you go. It's kind of odd. It's kind of crappy. I'm going to leave it now, because who cares about this right now? All right. Then you want to directory to select where it should show up in the directory. And let's see if it has home and garden is probably going to be the closest things. There you go. Home and gardening. The home, I guess, is the dog part. All right. And there you go. So then up here, after you do all that, they should put confirm at the top and bottom. They talked about that in their 3-hour webinar they did the other day. So we're going to confirm. And now the presenter. Now, for some reason, I got to set this up every time because my picture doesn't show up there. I'm sure that they will fix that soon. And so I'm going to click on the pencil to edit. And it shows up over here on the left-hand side. I'm going to pick that very same profile picture, but without the station logos that I've been on. All right, open. And it'll populate and go right there. And then I'm going to confirm. It has my email address and the webinar. It calls me webinar host. All right, and then confirm. All right, next. This is where you're going to configure the webinar for where it is going to broadcast. So you click on that pencil, and now you have a choice. Jamcast, which is their servers. It's a private network, simple and secure. You got YouTube Live, and like I said before, we're going to do this one Facebook Live. When I click on this, you'll see here on the left-hand side as I scroll down that my Facebook account is already connected. When you log into this for the very first time, let me go ahead and come out of here. When you come out of this for the very first time, or into this for the very first time, it'll ask you to connect to your Facebook. All right, so it'll click your button. That is why you need to have that tab open that you are logged into Facebook. That's what it's going to look for in order to log you into Facebook and connect to all your pages. All right, it connects to all your pages. If you have groups, you cannot right now on Webinar Jam broadcast in a private group. I am sure that that will change also. I am not sure why, but I know in Blue Jeans, I can connect to my groups. I know on BeLive.tv, I connect to groups. That's what I'm using right now is BeLive. And what else? In my Mimo Live, which is the broadcasting software that I use, that connects to groups. So I would, if they can, I am sure that Webinar Jam will be able to connect to Facebook groups. I'm fairly certain about that. All right. So going back to the page here. So after you connect, it'll be green and say Facebook account connected. It'll be visible to everyone, which is that first setting here. And then you're going to click on these 3 buttons here or right here. It doesn't matter where you click, because what will happen, you'll get this drop down and a Facebook page. You're going to click on Facebook page in most cases, and all your Facebook pages will show up once you click on please select a page. So these are all the different pages that I currently am an admin of. I know that's really bad. All right, Falco Canine Academy is where I'm going to be posting this one, and you click OK. All right, and then you go up to the top here and you hit confirm. All right, remember you have to hit confirm each time you've completed the tasks within a window that you're trying to complete. Don't leave that without confirming. If you do, you're gonna have to come back and set it all up again. All right, hit confirm. Now you can see all my words are green here. Configured, one presenter, and Facebook Live. That's what I'm connected to. Now you're gonna hit this black button down here, which is kind of interesting that it's black. I'm not sure why that. I thought they would select something more colorful. It'll take you to the next step. All right, the next step. Okay, let me tell you about something too. If you decide to go live immediately, there was that option here, right? So webinar schedule. So when I click on this, if I decide to go right now, which doesn't mean as soon as I hit this, it's going to go live. No, it means that immediately following all my setup, I have the ability to go live at that point. All right, so right now means webinars work differently than those with a set schedule. Right now, webinars work differently than those with a set schedule. They do not have a design registration page. They do not receive the thank you page. They do not receive notifications. They are good for last minute, on the fly, or informal webinars. So I do this. I use it right now a lot because I tend to fly by the seat of my pants just a bit and go live. You know, at the moment that I think of a new topic and stuff like that. If I don't do that, then I will forget and not schedule it. But it's better to schedule. Let me just tell you that. It's better to schedule and give people announcements. Say, hey, I'm going live tomorrow or whatever, or tonight, hours later, whatever it is. It's much better. That way you can give people a chance to kind of be ready to go. If you go now, there's people that maybe that want to watch, but they're busy driving or they're doing something and don't have time to put everything down and end up joining you in the middle of the webinar or after it's concluded. So if you want live participation, schedule it. All right. The other thing about right now is that all these other steps, registration, notification, integrations, thank you, you need to do nothing. You're just going to skip right ahead all to the end point and then finish, and then you can go live. You don't need to do anything else. I don't think so. I don't think, when I look at them, yes. I don't believe there's anything else. Even the button that says live, that doesn't mean anything in regard to Facebook Live. So I'm pretty sure you're just going to hit confirm, 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 confirm until you hit to the finish, and then you're ready to go. You then go to your links, which I'll show you in a minute, and you just go live. All right. So if you do that often, where you go live now, that is the easiest and fastest. You're done. Now I'm going to schedule mine. I'm scheduling mine for tomorrow. No, when was I scheduling it? I forgot. Oh man, I'll just pick a time because you can change it too. You can change the time, which is really cool. All right, so I'm gonna schedule it. It's gonna be a single presentation, which you can see right there. Sorry, I'm going to click there. Okay, again, as you're joining this Facebook Live, make sure and let me know that you're watching. Let me know what your name is, where you're watching from, and that kind of stuff. That'd be really awesome if I knew who you were. Just comment. You can comment wherever you're watching. If you're watching in the Masters Facebook page or Experts News Network. Any of the other ones I'm syndicating to, feel free to go ahead and comment there. But I would love it if you came over to the Facebook Live Facebook page and commented there. That way I can see it and see what's happening and see who you are and answer any questions you might have as we're doing this along the way. All right. Well, you know what I didn't do is I didn't put in the link for Webinar Jam. If you don't have Webinar Jam and you're watching this, I'm going to give you my link here that will give you, I think it's 30 days. I'm pretty sure they just released this because I just copied this one. And this link will give you, I believe, 30 days of Webinar Jam. Let me confirm that before I put that in there. Hold on. Click on here and my links. And let me just make sure. No, that was for Evergreen. Maybe it'll give you something. They almost always give you something. So sorry about that. I'm going to take this off for Webinar Jam. I'm glad I checked. I know for EverWebinar, there was a 30-day option for Webinar Jam. Here's the link that you're going to want to use. Use that. All right. Cool. Hey, Nina. Hey, Nina. You're in Arizona. You're very, very welcome. All right. So I'm glad that you decided to join us. And so, okay. So you're going to sing a single presentation. Right down here, you're going to schedule the date. All right. Here is the date. And gosh darn, I wish I could remember. Oh, I think let's do Saturday. You know what the hell? Let's do Saturday at. Let me look at my schedule. Make sure I'm not. I'm supposed to go to Tucson, Arizona. I think Nina's in Phoenix from what I saw on her Facebook page. So I was going to say she would owe me a dinner. for doing this for her. Just kidding. Yeah, let's do noon. We're going to do noon on Saturday. All right. So let me make sure I check the right one. Yep, Saturday. We're going to do noon. There we go. Noon on Saturday. Time zone, Pacific Standard Time. And now you have to make sure to hit this button, add. Do not forget. You're going to think that, and I did this in the old webinar jam, where I would set this time, and I thought that was it. Then I hit confirm. No. You have to hit add first, and now it's going to drop down below. So this is session 1, has the date, has the time, and Pacific Standard Time. Double check that, make sure it's correct, and then you're going to hit confirm. All right, now you hit next. Easy sneezy. Okay, registration page and process. You're going to hit, you're going to get an automatic default page you can use, or you can just pick one of these other that you have right here. All right. This is the default. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is the one that it automatically creates for you. And it says what training technique is best for my dog. It says the next event. Don't concern yourself with these dates and things that show up here. That is not your date and time, because it says Mountain Time on there. It says Friday, April 2007. That's just an example. So don't freak out. Don't try to change it. Don't call support and say, what the hell's going on? Don't worry about that. And it's not 99 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds from now. Nope, that's just a placeholder. And it doesn't have your picture there. All right, so it won't have all the stuff that you think it should. Right, so that's the default one. I'm going to actually change this. So I'm going to cancel and exit. All right, I'm going to go to. Let's go to. Maybe later I'll put a video on there. Nah. Maybe here I can put a picture. Let's do that. So I'm going to keep this picture, but later on I'm going to change this picture out, because it will allow you. See right here, you click on it. There's a little pencil up here. You can click on this pencil and change what that looks like there. So you can add a different picture, and you can also change these colors, I believe. Yep, you can change these colors. So if I wanted it not to be this color, want it to be blue, more manly, then you hit that and you hit save. And again, the dates don't matter. Don't worry about what it says there. These things, and it'll say not editable. And here you can put some really cool stuff. You know, I'm gonna actually change this. Remember, I already typed out something in there. I think there's a limit on the number of characters you can use. It doesn't say, but I think that there is on this one too. Don't quote me on that. That one I'm not 100% sure. Oops. Did not work. Hold on. It doesn't like you to cut and paste there. Copy. Select. It doesn't let you paste. Strangely enough, you can only copy. This is, oh, it's not even letting me change it. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Now maybe they'll do it. Sorry about that. I had to hit it again for some reason. There we go. All right, click out of there. And there's got to be a save button. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny. It didn't auto-populate with my name. All right, this you would have to change apparently. All right, I'm glad I'm looking at this. I'm learning as we go. That's how I learn my best. I don't even know how to spell my own name. There we go. And I don't want it pink. Hit font, I think. Nope. How do I change? Oh, there it is, the color. Let's go to, I love blue. Let's go to darker blue for that. Oops, hit the, I see what I'm doing here. I got to make sure to hit that pencil. You need the bold and the italics to show up to know that you're actually able to edit. Falco Canine Academy. All right, and all right, I think that's all that I can edit. All right, other than the picture, I'll find another picture to put in there. Now, hell. I know, yeah, you guys have nothing else to do than watch me go through a bunch of pictures. Let me see if I can find one really fast. Let's use that just for fun. I'm going to change it. This is my police picture when I had my dog. Oh, that's very blurry. All right. Oh, anyway, you can see how easy it was to put a picture. That's all you need to know. I will change that later. You can, like I said, you can come back and edit. So now you can see there's no save button here. What you need to do, see where it says this green button where it says actions. Hold on, sorry, I gotta make sure that you guys can see what I can see. Oh, good. So my logo is not in the way. I have that branding that's on this video. It's Zero to Hero School. But behind there, you can see that green button. You're gonna click on that green button, and there's a drop-down menu. And you're gonna hit save and exit. You can hit save and not leave out of there, right? It'll just save and it'll go right back in. So as you're doing stuff, and if it gets really long, you're gonna wanna do that to make sure that you don't lose anything. But then when you're ready to leave, you hit save and exit, and you get out of there. All right, so that's the registration page. And that is all that's in here. Oh no, registration fields. That just, what do you want them to add? Enter their first name and their email address. You can add their phone number if you want to by hitting this plus sign. It'll jump over there, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So I'm gonna I don't want their phone number. I don't want to call them. And don't need their last name. I just want their first name, right? And then you're gonna hit confirm. Then you're free to register. This is where you're gonna either, it's free or you charge them. You must integrate your own merchant account on this one. So probably Stripe, I'm guessing, would work there. I'm not sure about that yet, but I'm assuming almost everybody does Stripe. Or it could be PayPal. So Stripe or PayPal, I am guessing, are one of those things that you're gonna be there. So mine's free, and so I'm gonna hit confirm, and then, which is on Facebook page, so it's gonna be free anyway, so there's really no need to even bother. You don't wanna have somebody pay and then do it on your public page on Facebook, right? You have some upset people. Password protected, don't worry about that. All right, next. Phew. All right, webinar notifications. This you really can't change that much. There are a couple things I think you can change, but they're all pretty much in there. I guess it's regulated by whoever oversees this kind of stuff, whatever governmental agency oversees this kind of stuff. And in some aspects, the timing can change and some other stuff. I just leave it the way it is because it's actually default is pretty good. When they register, you get a welcome message immediately, right? That's pretty normal. Pre-webinar reminders about your upcoming webinar. You can add an email if you want to, but I don't have an email integrated into this. Last minute reminder, send 15 minutes before the webinar starts. That's good. That's normal. And when you're live, it sends another message and then tells them about the replay. All right. So that's all normal stuff. So go back up here and hit confirm. After you do this a couple times, you just zoom right through it. This is taking me longer because I'm explaining each one of the steps. All right, next. Integrations. This is where your email autoresponder. I don't worry about that. Embed affiliate link. All right, so if you want to make a little extra money and maybe even get webinar to where they're paying you for promoting it, I do that. And I click here. You hit click to join. It'll take you to this thing here, which you're going to have to log in. And I'm going to close that because that video starts playing here in a second. It takes you to Kartra. And you sign in. And again, this is only if you want to promote Webinar Jam. And I like promoting these tools that I like because that's kind of the business that I'm in. This is the Webinar Jam logo. You click on that. You hit Get My Links. And then get your affiliate link there. And then right down here, and this is what I went to earlier, remember when I was looking to see I'll show you what I saw. All right, so on EverWebinar, when I click on that, you're going to see here, it gives you a couple options. And it says that dollar trial, 60 days, a dollar trial for 60 days, free trial for 60 days, mompreneur promotion. Oh, that's cool. Father's Day sale. All right, so it's been around longer, Webinar Jam, EverWebinar, so you have a few more options. I'm sure those will come up with Webinar Jam. So what you do here, back to what I was doing originally. Sorry, I squirrel. All right, get your affiliate link. You copy your affiliate link. Copy. You get out of here. You go back to Webinar Jam. Oops. And right here where it says affiliate link, you copy and paste. Well, you copied it, and now you're pasting it there, and you hit confirm. And now if anybody clicks on the Webinar Jam logo and wants to find out more, then you get credit from opting in if they decide to opt in. Oh, yes, Nina is in Phoenix. I just saw that. Sorry about that. So let's see. We got John North is kind of give some shout outs there. John North is from Australia. And so this is immediately an international broadcast that's going out. And this is the great thing about what we're able to do on Facebook Live right now. We can broadcast across the world. John North is up and watching this. I'm sure. What is it? Is it breakfast over there? Something like that. And so, hey, John's a great guy. If you need an expert on book authoring and getting you to be a best-selling author, help you with your business, taking it from nothing to something, John North is a guy that you're going to want to connect with. He and I are in very similar businesses, but he's just a genius, and I don't mind plugging him at all. It's lunchtime in Australia, apparently. All right, Nina Simmons is in Phoenix. A very beautiful young lady there in Phoenix, and she's in Webinar Jams community, and that's kind of where we met earlier. All right, so go ahead and get rid of that and go back to this thing. All right, so now we've done all that stuff. You can integrate third-party tracking systems like let's see, webinar live room page tracking, replay page tracking, registration page tracking, and I guess it's I don't know, John, have you used this in Webinar Jam? I'm wondering if it's I don't know if it's the pixels from Facebook exactly, or if it's some maybe Google tracking that you would put on there. I'm not sure, but somewhere you would put some of your tracking codes in there so that you can find out what people are clicking on. I've never used it, so that I can't help you with. So if you came to this webinar to learn that, sorry, I don't know that one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here and confirm whatever. We're going to confirm nothing. All right, and then we're going to next. All right, the thank you page is just simply, you can select this thank you page or just go with the default. The default looks like this. When people get, after they've registered to be at your Facebook Live, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in a second. Yeah, I've used it, not sure if it works. It worked. Oh, not sure it works that well. Yeah, I don't know either. That's probably why I've never used it. All right, so this is the thank you. Congratulations, you've been registered. It'll say, what's the best training technique for my dog by Andy Falco Jimenez. It'll say the time, the actual time, and your webinar link will be listed. Their webinar link will be listed here, how they find it and get connected. Yes, son. So I am home. I got my kids here. Yes, here's my son, Bo. We're going to take a little commercial break for my son, Bo, here, just for 1 second. Have to do this. Oh, can you see? Say, oh, what's wrong with your hair? I wish I had all that hair again. Yes, how may I help you, son?
Can you untie this?
Can I untie that? Can I do it after I'm done with this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go back to whatever you're doing. Sticking gum in your sister's hair or whatever you're doing. All right. So, and again, so, oops, hold on. I got to go back to sharing my screen. All right. So the actions are, what are we going to do? We're going to hit actions, and then we're going to hit save and exit. All right. Or we can hit cancel exit because we didn't make any changes. All right. You can choose this one. I actually like the way this one looks. Again, I'm a fan of blue, and it's already blue, and I like it. So it's big old letters. Congratulations. You've been registered. What training technique is best for my dog? And then it has all the stuff in there. So I'm going to save that one. I like that one better. And there's some things you can change in this one. No, not in this one. Oh, yeah. No, there is. There is. You can change the words. You can add something. What training techniques is best for my dog? And then maybe put a subtitle in there if you want to. All right. So I'm going to save and exit. And again, I'm just a reminder. This goes really fast. How long have I been on? Where's my counter? Do I have a counter on this one? Be Live needs a counter on their broadcast. Well, I can just look at the time, I guess, since I started at 6:30. So it's been 30 minutes. Not too bad. All right. And so you're going to hit confirm because I want to make sure that that thank you page gets sent to them once they opt in. Oh, next. Sorry, I went ahead on something that didn't work. All right, live. So when you are live using a regular webinar, many of these things are, I mean, all of these things are operable. You can, well, you'll have a countdown page if somebody logs on early. You will have on a regular webinar, webinar polls, but not on Facebook Live. Polls do not run on Facebook Live. You can offers are not available on Facebook Live. Only when you're running a regular webinar using their system or YouTube Live. Pre-configure video injections. That I believe is you can. From what I remember, that one is available. So if you put in videos, you're going to click on this pencil. And you can use any link with a .mp4 video link, and so like a Google, not Google Apps, Google Docs. No, Google. What's the other one? Google hard drive thing. Somebody help me out, John. Tell me what it is. Not Google Files. Shoot, I forget what the name of it is. Hurry, John. from Australia. It's taken a long time for this message to get here. All right, but you know what I'm talking about. You can have it as long as it's a link that's a .mp4. I'm pretty sure. You could also use a YouTube link. So you use a YouTube link and put it in there, and so you add a new video. So you click on add a new video, and you put the name of the video URL. So if I grabbed one from YouTube, I believe it does not like Vimeo. I know the old Webinar Jam did not like Vimeo, so I'm pretty sure it's only YouTube that this one likes. What is it? Google. Shoot. Hold on. I'm now frustrated that I can't think it. It's on my head and I can't get rid of it. It is called Google Drive. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Google Drive. All right. Yeah, you can put in, I think you can use a URL from Google Drive to a video. And YouTube. I just use one from YouTube. So if I have a video that you've uploaded to YouTube, that's where you're going to put that URL right there. You have to give it a name and the video duration. I am not sure why you need the video duration, but you can get the video duration on your YouTube, you know, where the video is. It'll say how long the video is, and you just plug that in. Again, I don't know why. Maybe the counter only works based on what you put in there. There's a counter that you can see. So when that that video is running, it's like a commercial break for you. So if you've been talking for a long period of time and now you run a video on your webinar, whether it's on Facebook Live or a regular webinar, it shuts off your mic and that video runs, and supposedly nobody can hear you. Be careful. I wouldn't be cussing or saying anything really bad, but you can take a break, take a drink, go to the bathroom, come back, and there's a timer that shows you, it counts down. From, if it's a 60-minute video, it'll start at 60 minutes, 59, and then count down all the way down to 0. And it's possible, what I'm thinking is the timer doesn't work based on the video. It works based on how much time you put on that particular spot. So it's important to get that close, because you don't want that, you know, coming back and you're picking your nose, right? You want to make sure that you know when the video is going back, because your mic's going to go back on and your camera is going to come back on. All right, so make sure that timer is good. And then file sharing is not available in Facebook Live, and but slide presentation is. I remember that being available. So you can put your keynote, your PowerPoint presentation slides directly in there. You just hit this pencil, whatever it is, add new slide presentation, and you look for .ppt. I use PowerPoint presentation, so .ppt, and you just upload it there. All right, and that's where you go to that. All right, let's confirm. Let's confirm that, which is nothing, and we'll confirm that, which is nothing, and we'll go to next. All right, enable webinar replay page. I don't know. Now you automatically get a replay on Facebook Live. I don't know. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to enable this and see what happens. Maybe I can use, I'm wondering. All right, so Nina, I'm not sure about this. So I'm not sure if the replay will play in your webinar list of past webinars that you've done. I'm going to find out, and I'll let you know. If you beat me to it and do it one tonight and you find out, please let me know. I would really appreciate that. But that is what that is for. So webinar replay page is so then you can do ever webinar. You can run it again like it's live and act like it's live, and it's becomes an ever webinar. So or you send it out to you know, the people that missed it, right? It'll come to them in an email. So you will be, let's see if that little thing doesn't come up. You must enable the replay page if you wish the replay links to be active after the live session complete. So they'll get a message that the replay is available. So anybody that registered also gets a link where they can watch the replay. So that's probably what that's for. So I'm going to enable that and see what happens on this one. All right, and now we're done. We hit confirm, and we go next. And that is it. I know that seemed like a lot. Nina, and anybody else that's watching, you're thinking, wow, took a really long time to set up a Facebook Live. I'm telling you, if you do one now, it takes nothing. You just go at Facebook, what page you want it on, you give it a title, give it all that, bam, you're on. But this is if you want to have a registration page so that people can register, so you can get their email information and that kind of stuff. So let me show you what you're going to do next. So you're going to go back to your dashboard. And this is where you'll see your webinar. It's all set up and it's sitting there waiting for you. What training technique is best for my dog? That's the one we just ran. And right over here, you see this green button. It says your links. You can also run a test. The test is so that you can make sure that your camera and your mic are set up and they will actually show up on your webinar. All right, so you may run a run a test to make sure that everything is running correctly and will be there for you when you decide to go live. All right, so that's really an important step if you've not done this before. All right, I don't know that I can do that because I am, let me move my camera. Sorry for my hand. I move my camera so my computer camera can be up. This is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if I can do this or not. So I'm going to copy my webinar now. Oh, presenter login links. All right. So right here, this right arrow will send you to the live room. This is going to be interesting whether this will go or not. I know I'm using a lot of bandwidth as it is. I'm going to put this up. This was what John North said about using those links in there. Yeah, I've used it. Not sure if it works that well. All right. So, okay. I don't want to connect. Oh yeah. Never mind. So remember, this is a test. It's not going to go live. So I'm going to connect, and this is just information. Last minute checklist. Make sure that you free up as much as possible on your computer resources. It says wear earbuds. You notice I'm not wearing earbuds. That really irritates my crack. Just make sure you have good equipment that you don't need to wear earbuds, or buds. Don't consume your household internet connection. I'm connected directly to my modem. I would suggest you do the same. Don't use Wi-Fi when trying to do a webinar, especially if you're planning on making some money or trying to make some money. Connect with the wire Ethernet directly to your modem. And avoid distractions like 4 kids running around, opening refrigerators, and your back door. All right, you're gonna hit continue. And let's start a test. All right, I'm really interested to see what happens here. You know what, it's looking for, oh, now you're gonna hear echo. So I'm gonna say no. So it's gonna ignore that. I'm not quite sure what all this means yet. Oh, there we go. So this is showing my camera that's on my computer. Hi, camera on my computer. So this one I can hit yes. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna, hit yes. 1024 by 768. Wait for the camera to come on. Nope, it's not going to. I'm gonna hit no. And no. So what it's looking for is the correct camera, the one that I want to use, and that's what I'm guessing, and it'll end up just using that one. Test your video and audio. No. That's the 320 by 240. And now enter room. Let's see if it actually finds that camera. This is kind of fun. I'm doing 2 things here at the same time. So I'm using BeLive.tv for this broadcast, which you're watching me on right now. And I'm logging in using Webinar Jam. And this is a test. I'm not going live on Facebook. So you should not be able to see anything there live on Facebook. All right. So now I'm going to connect to the camera, turn my webcam on. So there's the webcam that works. That's interesting. I'll turn on the mic for a second. Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, all right. I guess I'm not giving me the echo that I thought it would give. All right. And then here's the button right here that you can turn screen share on. So if I want to share my screen, now this is going to be wild because I am already sharing my screen with something else. Oh, look at that. Here's what BeLive looks like. So I'm going to show you BeLive while using Webinar Jam. How cool is that? All right, this is what the dashboard looks like for BeLive. If anybody ever wondered that it doesn't have BeLive.tv, this is what the dashboard looks like. This is where I'm seeing the comments right here. There's John North and there's Nina. I can see up here the number of people that were watching. That number kind of goes up and down. That's not really reflective of how many people are watching. I tell you, if it says 2, that means for me there's 40 people watching. It happens every time. When it says 1, that means that 30 people are watching. It's a very strange thing. I'm not sure why it does that. All right, so on the right-hand side, so remember, this is just a test. This is testing environment, not to be used to conduct real webinars. While the features are identical to an actual live webinar, many things in the background are specifically throttled down. Let's see the test. Let's let the test. Okay, good. All right, so, and this is right here, I can confirm what I said. So chat's available. Videos are available. So good. I'm glad I saw that. So the videos that you put on there are available. This is where you're going to hit that button and it'll run that video that I talked about. Remember, if you use a YouTube video, you'll put that there. And then here is where your slides are. So only the slides and the video and the chat are available. This chat right here on a Facebook Live is the comment section that you're seeing. Sorry, I right-clicked on that by accident on my speaker here. Ah, man, I just messed up our test. It's going to go through that whole thing all over again. Nah, forget it. All right. Sorry about that. I accidentally right-clicked. I have a Jabra, another Jabra speaker over here, and I hit it by accident and I right-clicked on it and it took me off. All right, so there is where that's at. Okay, so I'm going to cancel out of the test. All right, so now just to finish up, I'm going to go to the green button for your links. So in your links, this is what you're going to want to get right here. You want to get this link, which is the webinar invitation link. You're going to right-click on that and copy. And I'm going to go to another thing here, and I'm going to right-click and paste and hit enter. And here, sorry about that picture. And so there, it actually looks clear on the screen there. Sorry, I didn't mean to get so close to the camera. But here is the registration window. You see right here? So this is that link that you right-click is what you can put on your Facebook pages, on your LinkedIn, on your Twitter. You can get a bit.ly link and make that link a little bit shorter and smaller. You can send it off in an email. You can use ClickFunnels. You can do whatever it is with that link that you want to get people to come to your Facebook Live webinar. All right. And again, it will be broadcasting live on your Facebook page. But again, you're looking for registrants using some of your other platforms. You're going to be sending it out to your email list. You're going to be sending it out to possibly you're going to be sending it out to, if you have TPNI and you have an entire list in there that you can send them out a blast about what it is you're going to be doing. If you have in 22 Socials, an SRM set up to where you can send it to all the people that have opted into your stuff, you're going to send it to them. All right. And they're going to get this registration page. Again, this will look better when I put a different picture in there. And they hit join this event. And this is where they put their name and email address. This is where the date and time that it's going to be showing. And then you register now. All right. And they hit register now. And so that's it. And I'm not sure if those arrows, I'm looking at these where it says your details and when. I guess that all shows up there. That's pretty cool. All right, let's hit register now. I'm going to go ahead and register for my own event. And that thank you page should now come up. There you go. So now you got the thank you page. Congratulations, you've been registered. What training technique is best for my dog? And here's the link that they will use to join, and they will end up being in what would look like a webinar jam, or they can actually see it on your Facebook page. Right, and there you go. I think the link actually sends you to the Facebook page. I'm pretty sure that's what somebody was telling me. I've never been on the other end of getting this link, but that's how you do it. All right, so now let's go back one more time. We have one more thing to tell you about. All right, so now when you want to go live on Facebook, you don't go to Facebook, right? You come back to these links and you go to see right here in the middle where it says presenters login links. You're going to click on that. Click on that, and right down here, you're going to see this right arrow, right, where it says go to live room, and you're going to click on that button. Now, I'm not going to click on that, because then that's going to send me to that Facebook Live. Well, actually, I can click on this, but it's going to send me to that place where it says connect right here. It says install, but you don't need to install. Connect, right? I'm not going to connect. That's where it's going to connect to that Facebook page and start launching onto your Facebook page. All right. So Nina and anybody else watching that's planning on doing this using Webinar Jam, you are going to go to presenters log links. You do not go to your Facebook page. So I'm not going to go to the Falco Canine Academy Facebook page to go live on Facebook. I'm going to go here, because this is where you're going to control those videos. This is where you're going to control the PowerPoint presentation if you have one. I didn't show you the whiteboard. There's a whiteboard that's fantastic. If you want to stick around, that's about all I have as far as how you do this thing. So if you want to stick around, I'm going to go through that test configuration one more time, and because I want to show you the whiteboard. The whiteboard is actually outstanding, and it may be worth it to actually be on this thing. So let me go ahead and go into the test. I have to go through that setup one more time. Actually, let me come off of this so that you don't have to see all this crapola again. It froze on you? Anybody else frozen? Nina, if you're still watching it, let me know if this video has frozen on you. Using Be Live. To me, it looks like everything's running well. It would normally tell me in the live broadcast preview, it would show me exactly what's going on. So I'm hoping that it's not frozen for everybody. So anybody watching that can let me know whether you're on or not. So here we go. We're going to connect. And I want to show you this whiteboard really quick. What was I just going to tell you? darn it, I forgot what I was going to tell you. Start test. Shoot, lost my train of thought. Just let me know, John, when you get back if it's not frozen anymore. Because like I said, I can see right now that it looks like it's running. Normally in the live broadcast preview, it gives you a true representation of what everybody else is seeing. And so if it's not, I do want to know. I can see somebody's watching. If the person that's watching right now on this page, just let me know if I'm frozen. And the reason you're not letting me know is probably because you're frozen. All right. But I'm going to continue on as if that it's not. All right. Anybody? Hello? All right. Like I said, I'm going to continue on. All right, we're going to go into the room. There's the cogs showing up again. I'm going to bring this right back up here. Here, I'm going to go to my phone here really quick because now I'm curious to see if we are in fact frozen. All right, so I'm going to open up my my camera. Oh, you know what? The whiteboard. Oh, okay. Let the testing begin. All right. So here is the whiteboard. Hold on one quick second. I just want to see. It helps me to know. You did. Oh, nice. All right. Looks like it's still on. All right. So here's the whiteboard that I'm talking about right here. So it's a pen that's up here in the upper, in the middle, almost exact dab right here in the middle. Oh, here, and then when you're going live, I want to tell you that you're going to have to hit this green button to go live. You're going to want to make sure your camera and your mic are both selected. So you're going to do this. Is going to look like this before you go live. Let me do that first. All right. Before you go live, you want to make sure that the camera and your mic are both turned on. The other day I did a webinar and I was not connected. I'm going to move my camera up here. I was not connected. I did not turn on my microphone. I was not connected to my microphone via this button, and so I did the entire Facebook Live muted with no mic. So please make sure those are blue, and then after you get those blue, then you're gonna hit this green button, and that's when you're gonna go live. Then you'll see the countdown 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna go live. All right, so there's that. Now when you want to use the whiteboard, you're gonna click this whiteboard pen, and a whiteboard shows up, and yeah, I can get rid of all this stuff here. All right, so you can see it. Oops. All right, now maybe I'm frozen up. Wow, that's so bizarre. That is not cool. All right, I got to turn that off. Dang it. It had an image on there. Son of a gun. We're gonna go through this again. I still have somebody watching, and I can see that I'm still live. All right, so I'm gonna bring this back down again. All right, I'm gonna do that again. I'm pushing through. I'm gonna start the test again. Do you know sometimes when you look at we have an image on your browser, and it has the ability to hit on Pinterest? That's what showed up. So that was an image, right? That arrow that was pointing to the camera, that was an image. And when I clicked on it in the wrong spot, it sent me to Pinterest. That freaking is fantastic. These are the kind of things that knock you off of webinars, right? So that could have been a real webinar that I could have been on. And by clicking the wrong thing, it would have kicked me off completely. And some of those things just are as frustrating as heck. All right, I'm going to go through this whole process again. Sorry. Oh, there I did it again. I got to move the speaker. That gets me into trouble too. All right, it's thinking. Hold on, I'm doing something over here. Stand by. All right, we're gonna let the testing begin. See right there where it says save to Pinterest? Arrgh. All right, I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh my gosh. The X is right underneath where it says, do you want to save for Pinterest? Look at it. So when oh, I'm not sharing. Sorry. You got to see what I'm seeing here. So I want you to be careful. If you end up having the same problem, watch when I hover over here. I think you might be able to see it. Do you see? Yeah. So you see right here right next to this arrow, you see that little target thing? That's for Pinterest. If I were to click on the red X that's underneath there right now, I would end up going to Pinterest like I did a few minutes ago. And you see right over here where it says Pinterest Save, this thing right here, that's the problem. And that really stinks. So there's an X underneath where, there it is. So you see it now? That's the X I want to click on. But whenever I move, Pinterest goes up right here. Okay, I have 4 kids, and each one of them you have seen come here and talk to me. Yes, son. Yes.
I'm gonna eat out.
You already had In-N-Out Burger.
But I'm hungry.
All right, if they want to feed you, go ahead. I love you. All right, bye. Okay, so let's get rid of that thing. I'm gonna wait now. I have to click somewhere or something. How did I get rid of that the last time? There we go. Oh, crap. Okay, now hit the X. Jeez. All right, so that's a problem. I want you to be aware of it. Maybe I'll have to remember to try to send them a thing that the Pinterest thing pops up. Maybe I have to turn Pinterest off of my browser. That will save me everything. All right, so here's the whiteboard. All right, sorry about that. All right, and it's pretty good. So I have a couple times gone live on Facebook, and the black pencil is almost right on my pointer there, right? And so it is really not horrible. And you can, there's a picture of John when he wears sunglasses. Hey, John. I hope John's not completely frozen. All right. And so this is the whiteboard. You didn't know I was an artist, did you? I'm really not. I don't even know how I'm doing this. But that's how easy this thing is to use. If you want a square, you just can make a square. If you want a circle, you can make a circle. I should have made them round glasses. You can type in text. All right. Then here you type in text. North. Norte. All right. There's John North. Go back to... sorry, get rid of that. Get rid of that. There's got to be a way of deleting it. Maybe not. Oh, here you go. All right, and then you can change the color. You can change the fill. Oh, look at that. Oh, fill of this. Let's see what happens here. There you go. And what else? And then you can erase. So use that eraser, make the eraser thicker so you get more of it. If you just want to get rid of the whole kit and caboodle, you hit clear. I like that picture. Hit clear and it all goes away. You start all over again. You can have more than one whiteboard. So if you have one whiteboard that you want to go back to in your presentation, you can go back and forth between. That's what I should have done. Then you go back between the 2 whiteboards. So I love the whiteboard aspect. You can take your, you can describe a funnel if you're talking about a funnel, right? Yeah, something like that. If you wanted to make some steps for a, demonstrate your ladder of success or whatever it is you're trying to do, that's horrible steps. All right, and you can do stuff like that. If you want to create another whiteboard and go on there, then now you have a 3rd whiteboard. Oh, let's go back to the other whiteboard and be reminded what was there. Pretty cool, right? Once you go off of it, though, if you go away from your whiteboard and then go to come back, it's all gone, right? It all starts from fresh. So be aware of that. I wish it would kind of keep it around. I wish there was an option of saving that. So if later on in the broadcast you want to come back, you'd be able to do that and you get rid of the whiteboard. All right. Oops. Sorry, that's share screen. That's the share screen option. So yeah, that comes up. If you want to share your screen, I have 2 screens on my computer, 2 separate screens. And so that's why I'm able to check 2 different things. But that's how you share your screen. And let's get rid of the whiteboard. Let's get rid of the shared screen option here. And there we go. All right. I hope that covered everything. It took 1 hour and 30 minutes to do that with explaining everything. When you don't have to explain everything and you have everything ready to go, it literally will take you 5 to 10 minutes at the most to do everything. And if you just do a Facebook Live that you're going to do now, it literally takes you about 1.5 minutes. To do everything, especially if you already have it written out and you just copy and paste and you put it in there and bada bing. All right, let me just see. I was looking to see if I was still. Yeah, it still says I'm still live. Let's see, I have 26 views. I wish you could see that. So maybe you can. No, where is it? And so you kind of see it there. 26 views, and it only says one person. And I've only had 2 people comment on my thing. So 26 people watching live. I appreciate it, and really thankful for all of you joining us here. Remember to get the .com Secret book. I put the link for the free book. Just pay for shipping and handling, and if you don't like it, he'll give you your money back. So essentially, it can be free if it's a horrible book. But if you love it, it's worth the $9 shipping and handling, plus all the other stuff he sends you on top of that. And I've loved it. I'm only telling that because I love the book. I wouldn't tell you if I didn't like it. Webinar Jam, I'm loving it. It's actually pretty good, pretty solid. I haven't had any issues with it yet. All right, and what else did I tell you about? Oh, 22 Social. If you're running any kind of business and you have a Facebook presence, 22 Social is it. It's the jam. You need it. Renee and Andrew are the best, and they give you some great training, and are constantly adding. They're kind of like Kajabi, where they're constantly adding new features and looking at what it is their customers needs. They ask their customers what they want, and they implement it. You know, if it's possible, they implement it, and so they're a great company. All right, all the links for both that 22 Social, Webinar Jam, and the free book from Russell Brunson are in this chat on the Facebook Live TV show. Nina, thank you for your question in the Webinar Jam community. It was due to that question that I was able to come on and go live and be able to bring this to you. So I hope it was helpful, and thanks for putting up with the kids every so often. All right, that is it. I'm going to rest now. It's been a long day, and I will talk to you later. All right. Oh, I've always been self-conscious about doing anything with glasses on. And I really, you know what? I don't mind. I don't care anymore. Who cares, right? I got 4 kids, single dad, losing a lot of my hair. I got glasses. Who really cares? All right. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you at the next one. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye.